Hello, it's Jan for Be So In's Knew It Too. We're so glad that you're back to join us this week, and we want to talk about something that's very special to all of us, which is Memorial Day. We as a team here know how important it is that the people that go out and fight the wars and join the military and protect us, how important that is, and we don't want to overlook that. We want to say thank you for everyone who has done service for this country. We appreciate you. We also want to show you something that might be a really great thing to make as you move forward with something that you would want to gift to a veteran as you memorialize them. And that would be this We the People quilt. This is brand new from Anita Good Design. It came out, I believe it was May. Is that correct, Ashley?
I think it was May.
I think it was May. And I don't know, my time has just been flying away from me. It's a wonderful applique quilt that you piece each block. I don't know if you can see here, but there's a block here and there's a block, and the way you piece it back together makes it be this gorgeous wall hanging. There is a lot of metallic thread in there and it looks stunning on the outside. It was a little bit of time involved in it, but it was obviously well worth it. So we want you to come celebrate Memorial Day with us. And I don't know if you've gotten it yet, but one thing that we have is we sent out a Memorial Day postcard. Looks like this. And this one is a store-wide savings up to half off. And look at the great sales we have, pretty little poppies on it. And we're going to touch on some of the great sales that are going on for Memorial Day week. That's coming up this weekend. So I think that's the official start to summer, which means that we have trips planned and family gatherings and fun things to do, and we can get a head start on making things for family members and creating all those new memories so that as our generations go on, sewing is part of what brings family back together. Oh my gosh, Ashley, there are some seriously great Memorial Day sale weekend prices going on, discounts that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. It's like you come in and you see something, you go, oh, I think I'll wait for it to go on sale. You don't want to miss this sale. It is this week. Go ahead and come on in and see us, and let me tell you about a few things that we're going to touch on today. One of them is Baby Lock feet. On the individual packages of feet are 40% off.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
We're going to show you that it is awesome because, you know, that's a great deal. We're going to show you some of them here in just a minute on the Accord, which is also on sale.
Hey.
And we also have Disney Scan and Cut, the packs with the cards in them. They are on sale. What did you tell me it was? 30 off?
I think it's 30 off, yes.
30% off, which is great because this way you can have all these different characters. You've got everything from Cinderella to Frozen, and there's a different Frozen one, and I know there's some, just all sorts of different Disney characters. So if it's something that you've been thinking about getting, now is the time to come get that. We talked a little bit earlier about maybe wanting to do something where we can create new memories with our family as we move forward and make some keepsake things with them. One of the things that I think is really special is this Kimberbell Make Yourself at Home. It is the cutest little quilt. I mean, look at this couch.
Oh.
And it has different things in it, so that here's some tea towels. You can make different items with it, like a bench pillow, the quilt, a small wall hanging. And it's just a great way to create something that has some fun elements to it. I think this would be a really fun quilt to make for a child so that they could have like a little playhouse or a neighborhood. It has all the instructions in it with pictures, walks you through it. It has the disc right here. I can't get to the right page, I'm sorry. Has the disc right here at the front with everything you need to know about how to do this. And we also have the embellishment kit.
Nice.
All the little things that you see on the quilt are packaged in here. You could make this in so many different themes. If you wanted it to be Christmas, if you wanted it to be fall, if you just want it to be, you know, just general fun, you can do that. And we are going to offer something. If you come in and buy these two items together, this is $129. We are going to give you, for the Knew It Too special, the Love Notes Fabric Tray Companion Thread Set and Design Disc. It makes this adorable fabric tray, but you can put the designs on anything you want to. So while you're making a fun quilt, you can share and make some other fun, lovely things. This is an $85 value that we are going to have for half off for the new at 2 special. So don't forget to call your local store and make sure that you get in on this special deal. Get the Make Yourself at Home Duo for $129. Get this one for half off. Isn't that a sweet deal?
That's awesome.
It is an awesome deal. Okay, Ashley, another thing I was wanting to show you over here is
what is this?
Wall. It's called the Great Wall of Thread by Floriani. It's one of our Memorial Day specials. This is 360 spools of fabulous Floriani thread. It's every color they make. You can't ask for more than that. It's every color.
It is.
Every color. And the wall of thread also comes with the 6 racks so that you can have your little thread candy store hung up in your sewing room and you are ready to go, and all those colors are at your fingertips. So that's a special that you want to come and jump on this week as well.
Nice.
Something else I wanted to share with you is, I think you were telling me about it, Ashley. It was about Accu Quilt.
Yeah.
Here, let's switch sides.
Okay.
And you can tell us all about the Accu Quilt special.
Perfect. So we're going to go right up here to the cutters.
Okay.
Oh, and I left my fabric over
She
there.
left her fabric, so I'm going to go over here by the cutters while she grabs her fabric. You get to walk around our store again. Ta-da!
They're going to know our store better than we do by the end
That's
of this.
true.
Alrighty, so here we have the Go Big Electric, and I've got the Go Baby over here, or the Go Me Now, and I've got the Go over here, the medium-sized hand crank. During our Memorial Day sale, if you buy the Go Big, you get the Go Me for free.
I'm sorry, what?
You get the Go Me for free.
Free?
Free!
Who doesn't like free?
Free's great, right?
It is great.
Well, if you're like me, and you're maybe having a little trouble with one hand.
Oh, but look, no cast. No cast.
And maybe you don't want to crank either the little one or the big one. That's where the great electric one is going to be perfect for you. So if you haven't seen how these work before, you have dies.
Okay.
And in the die, there's little blades between the foam here. And if you push down lightly on it, you can feel those. So if you haven't seen it before, you'll just have to come in the store and feel it.
Okay.
But they're super cool. All the dies on the wall are all different shapes that we can cut out. And today I've just got half square triangles here because that's easy to show.
Okay.
And you can cut up to 6 layers of cotton at a time. If
That's
you're doing
great.
heavier fabric, you probably don't want to do 6 layers. That'd be a lot to do.
Okay.
But I've got mine layered here, wrong sides together, just because that's how the fabric happened to fall. On here, you notice the die is on an angle, or the blades are on an angle to the die itself.
Okay, I see that.
So you want to make sure you line up your fabric with the angle, or else you're going to get a bias cut.
Rather than the edges?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just going to set that right on there.
I think that's what helps it go through the machine more smoothly.
Yeah. Set your little mat on top. And for the electric, you just, that's it.
Come around to the other side here. Okay. Show me what you got.
You give it some love.
Okay, what does that do for it?
Helps get rid of that built up static.
Oh, all right.
Slide your mat off the top.
Mm-hmm.
And take away your extras.
Wow.
And there's our pieces right there, ready to go.
And they're ready to sew together because they've got the corners are dog-eared already for me. And so then tell me what it is about the Go Me again.
So if you buy the Go Big Electric during our Memorial Day sale, you get the Go Me for free.
That is such an awesome deal because I don't know about you, but I like to travel and still do crafting when I'm out with at a family's house somewhere else, but I can't take everything with me because it's all too big.
This is a great travel size cutter.
Excellent.
And on the note of travel size things, maybe you need a travel machine.
Okay, well, let's go over and see the travel machine.
So we're going to look at the Accord today.
Okay.
The Accord is a combination sewing and embroidery machine. We've got it set up for sewing this morning because we're going to show you a few different feet.
Okay.
But if you're wanting to travel and still wanting to do your Kimberbell projects while you're on the go, you've got a 5x7 hoop on here, which is great for a lot of that.
That is a great size, yes.
We're going to switch over some feet and show you some stuff on that.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, here we are at the Accord. We've got it all set up, threaded and ready to go. And during our Memorial Day sale, this machine is going to be $1,500 off. That's great.
That is amazing.
That's awesome. Well, what feet are you going to show us today?
Well, I'm going to start with the 1/4 inch foot.
Okay.
Which there's a lot of different options of 1/4 inch feet. This happens to be the one with a guide. There's a couple of different options of them with a guide or without a guide. So you can come in and take a look at the different ones and see what you think might be the best fit for you, or try them out and see which one you like the best. All of the Baby Lock feet are 40% off for the Memorial Day sale.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So let me show you how this one's going to go. It's so easy to get your feet off and on here. You just push the black button and your foot drops off.
That is easy.
And then you just go to the little shank right here and it just snaps back in place. If I can get my hands in there. And it snaps on.
Easy.
So we just cut all those half square triangles, so it's right sides together, and as I said, we dog-eared those corners right here. So all we have to do is sew from point to point, and we have the guide right here, so it makes it super simple to just line up the fabric with the guide. And I'm just doing a regular center needle straight stitch. Keeps me straight, so I don't have to worry if I'm doing a 1/4 inch. And when I'm done, I can cut my thread. Having a thread cutter on a machine is a very important feature.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you have your perfect 1/4 inch seam and you're good to go.
Wow.
So if you don't have a 1/4 inch foot, you need a 1/4 inch foot.
You know, I do have a 1/4 inch foot, but you know what I learned? Make sure that you put your needle in the center position.
Oh yes, if it's not in the center position, it'll hit the foot and then you just break your needle.
Ask me how I know.
That's true. That is very true. So the next foot we're going to show you is the Hemmer foot. It's a wonderful foot. If you've not used it or don't even know how to use it, let me show you the little tricks there are about making it work with this foot. Again, 40% off on this foot. All Baby Lock feet, 40% off. So this is a great time to stock up and get some of those extra feet you weren't sure that you knew you needed, but you really do.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. So let me show you the foot itself. Do you see how it kind of has this little curly Q piece of metal right here? Let me turn it over and it just keeps wrapping around. That's because it's going to take that fabric in and twist it around so that it's actually doing a rolled hem.
Okay.
So we're in center needle position. This one is a snap-on foot, just like the 1/4 inch foot, and it snaps in place. So I figured out a way to make this easier because obviously you can't get your fingers in here to hold this. So I just flat put my fabric underneath it. Oops, it's got to be right, wrong side up, sorry. And I'm just going to get a little start of thread so I have a tail to hang on to. Okay?
Okay.
So let me show you here. I'm going to stretch it out, give myself a little tail. So now I have this to grip onto. So I'm taking this under the foot and I'm helping the fabric get into the groove. It's all about how you hold it. And I've got that pulled around there so that it's making that curve. Do you see how I kind of have it at an angle to the foot?
Yeah.
If you try to do this straight, it will never curl around it. It will just slip off and then it won't stitch it down.
Got it.
So I'm going to have that curling around there and I'm giving it a little bit of help. And curling it around, and you can see how it's folding the fabric under as I help guide it through it, and you end up with the most perfect rolled edge. So if you're finishing off dresses or a blanket, and this is another great way to do it without having the bulk of a heavy hem.
Got it. Oh, wow.
I didn't do it perfect because I got a little too far into it. It didn't pull it completely under there, but that's the concept. And if you want to come in and have any one of us show you how to do that, we are more than happy. This is the part that's supposed to look like, but it can also be a little bit thinner. It just depends on the fabric. But we're happy to show you how to do a beautiful Hemmer foot hem.
That's awesome.
Okay. Now, Ashley, I think you were going to talk to us a little bit about the walking foot.
Yeah. While you get that switched over to the walking foot for me, because I still can't turn things very well, I'm going to show them a couple of my favorite things. Okay, some of my favorite things. The yo-yo light. If you guys know me, you know how much I preach daylight lamps, how much I like that nice bright white light. The yo-yo is a great travel option since we're talking about going on trips this summer.
Does that fold up?
It sure does. Look, it just turn it off there and it just squishes right down.
Oh, that's great. So you take a smaller machine, so you don't have so much to load, and then you have a nice work light that's easy to travel with.
Exactly. And it fits perfectly in your little sewing box.
Oh, that is a great thing. So you can put all your necessities in there instead of having to take your whole sewing room.
Oh, yeah.
So show me that light on again.
Okay, so we turn that on. It's just got batteries. Super easy. You don't have to haul around a charger or anything with it. You don't have to worry about losing your charger while you're on a trip. And the best part, it's got a magnifying lens.
All right. Ooh.
So if you're working with that teeny tiny stuff.
Oh, put something under there. Let me see.
Oh, okay, here.
Oh, yeah. You don't know this yet, but Ashley, when you get to be my age, you're going to need all the magnification you can stand. Okay.
Hey, I like it now.
All right.
So I'm going to set that aside for the moment.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, yeah.
And so now what is it we're talking about?
I'm going to show you the walking feet. So if you have one of our kind of mid to higher line machines, they come with a walking foot, but it's the one with the little plastic case on it, and the foot that you get with it is the only foot that it has.
Okay.
Versus this one has 2 soles with it, and you can also get the 1/4 inch sole and the stitch in the ditch sole to go on it, and it comes with a little quilt guide in there too. So if you're doing more work with your walking foot, that's a great option for you because you can get these things to go with it.
Okay.
And those are also going to be 40% off.
So I got that on there for you because I know you're still struggling along with your wrist.
Yeah. So I've got a little quilt sandwich here, some of that same fabric we used on our
excellent
Accu quilt.
Excellent.
And I'm just gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have some fun with it.
So what's the purpose of a walking foot, Ashley?
So it has, I don't know if you can see it. If I put the needle down, it'll be easier. It has this little piece that comes over the needle bar, and then these little black feeders on the top. So as your needle goes up and down, it pulls your fabric here with your feed dogs on the bottom.
Okay. And so it has to be wrapped around that post that the needle screw is.
It sure does.
What if you don't do that?
Well, then it doesn't work.
Oh, okay. So put it back down so we can show. Must have your
Little black grabber around your needle bar.
needle bar. Okay, very good.
And so as you sew with that, see if we can see it in a video here, those top little feet are going to be moving with your feed dogs.
Well, they kind of walk along, hence the name.
Hence the name, yeah. So that's going to help us pull all of this bulk all at the same time.
So what happens if you don't have a walking foot?
Sometimes it's a little bit harder to get it to feed everything. You might end up with bunching. I was doing that. Do you remember that vinyl lined bag that I did for Mother's Day last year?
I do.
So I used a walking foot on that because the vinyl was sticking to our feet and I didn't want to use a Teflon foot. So I just used a walking foot, put that through there, had my cotton on the backside so that it was pretty through the vinyl, and then had batting and cotton on the other
there's
side.
a lot of different uses.
yeah.
It's not just a quilting foot.
So I had 2 layers of cotton, a layer of batting, and a layer of vinyl, and that really helped feed all of that through really evenly.
And that's great to hear.
And I didn't happen to use this one, but that 1/4 inch one would have been a great option because I was doing those little lines.
Show that to me again. Let's look at this box one more time.
This one right in here.
And so is this going to be 40% off too?
It sure is.
Awesome. And you get the quilting bar.
The 1/4 inch foot with guide and the stitch in the ditch foot with the guide. So this one's just like the one that you just showed us, but bigger, and it fits this walking foot.
I love that. I love that.
It's awesome.
Okay. Another thing that's a great deal. Look at this, Ashley. What does that say?
40% off Floriani stabilizer.
Wow, that's a great deal. I mean, you always need to have extra stabilizer around, and a great time to do it is when it's on sale.
Oh yeah.
We have something new for you at New It Too, which is pre-cuts of Floriani stabilizer.
Awesome.
It comes in 4 different kinds: the Perfect Stick, Tearaway, the Power Mesh Fusible, the Heat and Stay, and the Wet and Gone. It comes in this nice large size that, can you see what the sizing says?
They're 15 inches by 20 inch sheets.
Okay, thank you, because I don't have my glasses on. I'm at the back of it. And they also come in these smaller pre-cuts.
Let's see, that one's 10 inches by 12.
And there's a lot in there. And this is great for this one because I don't know about you, but when I've tried to use Perfect Stick on a roll, sometimes it curls up and I have to fight with it. And having a piece that's flat already, that's a pretty sweet deal. So these are actually truly new for New It Too. So you need to come in and get you some extra stabilizer while it's on sale at 40% off.
That's awesome.
Okay.
You know what else is really cool right now?
What's that?
The sale going on the Solaris.
And the lovely Solaris.
With a qualifying trade, the Solaris is on a super, 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 super sale.
And it also has, oh my gosh, 0% financing available.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure it's up to 60 months.
Does it have a bundle with it?
It does. It has a sweet bundle with it.
Let's see. Looks like the inspiration guide.
It is. It's the inspiration guide. It's the trolley. It's pallet 11. It's the customer priority program. There's also something that Baby Lock is offering, which is a not an instant rebate, I'm sorry, a rebate that you would mail in. Plus, it is an embroidery adventure getaway weekend that is something that Baby Lock provides. So if you really want to jump on this awesome opportunity to get truly the Solaris at the most amazing deal ever, this is your weekend to do it. There are times when we see pricing come through and we're just like, okay, that's a better deal. And then there's times we get it and we have to call and say,
is that right?
This is one of those deals.
It was.
So if you've been waiting to get your Solaris too, this is the weekend. Come see us. So thanks for joining me and Ashley at New at 2. We will see you again next week and have a really great Memorial Day.
See you then.